One Direction was allegedly reuniting for the last time before Liam Payne's passing, and how they plan on to paying tribute to Liam Payne in the near future. We have to talk about this and a lot more, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I cover all things pop culture. Before we get into One Direction and their potential reunion, and they were allegedly potentially going to be reuniting before Liam Payne passed. I wanted just to give you guys an update on our toy drive to bring holiday cheer for the kids this season in memory of Liam Payne. If you guys didn't know, I am doing a toy drive in memory of Liam. We all know how charitable he was, what a great heart he had, and how he just spent hours every single night donating thousands of dollars to children in need. So I decided that a wonderful way to honor him would be to do a toy drive in his name. So I have put in the Amazon wish list. It's in the description if you guys wanted to join. And I'm just so thankful to every single person who is purchasing toys. We are going to make so many kids happy this season. And just so you know, I will not be filming the kids receiving it. I'm working with a couple of charities and hopefully the Children's Hospital. So what I asked the charities is to tell the kids that it's either from Santa or their parents. Because I know that right now, financially, a lot of parents are struggling. So I would just love for the parents to sort of take the credit, or Santa. I think that would just be so beautiful. So that's the update. Just wanted to say thank you all. And we reached 99,000, which I cannot even believe, best friend. We are almost at 100,000 and I'm just so grateful. I've been doing this for 9 years and I really don't take it for granted. So thank you all so much, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would be so grateful. All right, best friend. So yesterday, there was a new story out that allegedly One Direction was set to reunite before Liam Payne's passing, and that they were allegedly in talks. Check this out. Did you guys see that One Direction was in talks to do one last reunion show before Liam Payne passed? So Liam Payne's passing was a wake-up call for all of them. Prior, they kept in touch sporadically, which who else here learned what sporadically means because of Clueless? Let me know from Clueless who learned the word sporadically. But didn't have a close friendship at all. The insider noted that the boy band members have since pledged to mend their friendships. Says they're still mourning, but are checking in on each other and feel closer than they have in years. It brought them back together. Says here that the entire band was in talks to do one last reunion show before Payne's death, and the idea is still on the table. The guys would love to do a tribute to Liam. They're all so devastated right now that they can't even think about that as a legitimate project, but it has been discussed. Liam's death has caused the guys immense heartbreak. So, listen, a One Direction reunion would have been absolutely amazing. I mean, we know that Liam Payne spoke publicly about wanting, the band to get back together. Of course.
Do you miss the band?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something you always miss.
So you're doing your own career, absolutely killing it, but there's always that little hope that there'll be a comeback.
I think we'll get back together. Do I think it's a good idea? Yeah, 100%. But it's kind of not on me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm already at peace with it. I think a few people haven't made peace with it yet and are chasing different dreams. I doubt there'll ever be all five of us again.
Back together? How cool would that be? And we had like a little mini 1D festival. My brain just came out with a great idea. You're welcome. That's what we need to do. I need to make a couple calls. Got big plans.
I'd rather we talked about it sooner rather than later, because I don't want to. It's tough touring that sort of a record, and I enjoyed touring for what I enjoyed it for, but there's parts of it that really fucked me up, man. In a sense, I'll be honest with you. But none of us talk about it. It's like it's taboo subject. Like, oh, we can't get back together. What do you mean? Oh my god, like us in the same room. What the fuck is that about?
Hey, when we're gonna see the band together?
Yeah, funny enough, this is where the band was made.
Yeah, I know,
This is where it was made.
but when we're gonna see you back together?
I don't know, but we just started a new group chat, so
Hey, you heard this?
It will happen at some point in the distant future. We've all spoken about it, and you know, the dream for this most fantastic show that could be is amazing. Everybody being so successful. And this part now is so important for us to be able to make that show, and it's the only way really that One Direction could get any bigger. It's the only way we could get more successful, really, isn't it? By being good on your own.
Of course, there was some negative stuff said, but you know what? I do think that his first love and his happiest times were with One Direction. And I say that because a lot of people close to him at one point has said that he was the happiest while he was with the boys in One Direction. And now he was the one who was affected the most when Zayn decided to leave the band. And I think that a reunion would be a beautiful thing. I think that it would be the biggest reunion in the world. But now that Liam is no longer with us, I'm just not sure how the band could handle this. I don't think that there's going to be a tour. I don't think that there's going to be like a, you know, huge thing, new album. I don't see that happening. What I see potentially happening as a, you know, with my PR background, I kind of dig deep into what could happen. I do think that maybe a Netflix special. I think a performance, one night only with One Direction, where they sing some songs and talk about Liam and maybe show unseen footage, maybe, you know, visit some of the places where they, you know, where they loved, visit some of the places where Liam loved the most, maybe his favorite pub or his favorite restaurant or, you know, whatever, right? Interviews with, you know, the people who knew Liam the most. I think that would be a beautiful tribute. I do believe that it should be done much later. It is all still too fresh. And there's still so many unanswered questions. There's still so many missing pieces regarding the, you know, Liam Payne's passing. So I don't think that right now is the best time. I will say that, you know, it's probably going to be the biggest reunion ever, right? I also think that for the guys in the band, I think that is just very, very difficult and very, I think it would feel very strange because they have all said at some point that Liam was the real like music genius behind, that he was the one who was always, you know, taking the music side so serious. And I think that without Liam, him being such a pillar to the band, I don't think that I just don't think that it's beneficial, especially for the guys and their mental health. You know, you have to think about that. I think that a nice one night only special would be beautiful in tribute to Liam. I think it would be a beautiful gift to their family. But I think right now, because there's still so many different conspiracies and theories regarding Liam's death and so many missing pieces, so many people who are being investigated. I think because of so many missing pieces right now, it's not the best time. I think right now the family is focused on wanting to find justice for Liam. I know a lot of fans are very sad to hear this rumor that they were allegedly planning a reunion with Liam before he passed, and they're sad that it didn't happen. But, you know, it's just one of those things where, like I said, we are now in charge in living out his legacy, right? And sharing his legacy for years to come. For example, doing the things that he loved, like charity work and streaming his music. And if One Direction does return, supporting them and, you know, defending Liam online. I've had to block, report. I've had to do a lot of things to people who are just plain nasty. And, you know, I think that's the only thing we can do as fans, right? But what do you guys think? Would you be interested in a One Direction reunion? And how do you think that they should do it? I think regardless of how they do it, it's going to be very, very sad and emotional for everyone. But I do think that Liam's passion was music. And I think that this would be a beautiful way to honor him. So what do you all think? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you all. I don't take any of you guys for granted. And honestly, I'm just so thankful that you guys are helping me with the toy drive, and I'm so excited and so thankful that we are able to bring holiday cheer to those kids. Really, it just really brings me so much joy. So I really want to thank you all for that. And I don't take any of you for granted. And I will see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye.